Thank you for clicking Dr. Samurai channel. In this video, I would like to discuss why Mr. William Shatner teared up when he came back to the Earth from the space. My name is Dr. Samurai, and I'm hoping this video will deepen your understanding of what the life is all about, for you to attain true happiness on this planet Earth. As usual, I would like to provide you with some brief information first, and then like to move on to our main discussions in the latter half. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. So, Mr. Shatner, literally, when he came back from space, I am referring this video to people online article. Overwhelmed William Shatner tears up as he takes first steps back on Earth after space flight. Written by Maria Pascuni. Mr. Shatner says, according to this article, in a way, it's indescribable. Not only is it different from what you thought, it happened so quickly. Everybody in the world needs to do this, and everybody in the world needs to see the blue color of the sky go rip by, and now you are staring into blackness. That's the thing. The covering of blue, this sheet, this blanket, this comforter of blue that we have around us. Oh, that's blue sky. And then suddenly you shoot through it as if you rip off a sheet while you are asleep and you are looking into blackness. You look down, that's Mother Earth, comfort. And up there is there death? I don't know. Is that the way death is? Whoop, and it's gone. Jeez. It was moving. This experience, it's something unbelievable. And Mr. Shatner says to Mr. Bezos, it was the most profound experience that I hope I never recover from this. I hope I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it. It's so much larger than me. It has to do with the enormity and the quickness and rudeness of life and death. What I would love to do is communicate as much as possible the jeopardy, the moment you see, the vulnerability of everything. It's so small. This air, which is keeping us alive, is thinner than your skin. It's sliver. It's immeasurably small when you think in terms of the universe. He said, I am overwhelmed. I had no idea. This is pretty much the basic information I would like to advise you. Oh, if you like this kind of discussions, please click that yellow and green good luck charm logo. And now, I'd like to move on to our main discussions. What all these words by Mr. William Shatner means? I clearly know this experience of his flying to space was very similar to near-death experience, which makes you recognize and feel what the life is all about in a matter of a second. I have been advocating for us to really appreciate our lives. We must go through three things. One is challenge what you know you cannot win. Two is near-death experience or experiences. And three is incarceration like experience. Without experiencing these three, I have come to learn your understanding of life is still shallow. By challenging what you know you cannot win, you can put yourself ready for working for something larger than yourself. And by experiencing incarceration-like experiences, you are put away from your important ones. And what you can access easily in normal life. You start to appreciate daily things you took for granted. And finally, by experiencing near-death experiences, you know how fragile your life is. 'Cause if it was one step further, you wouldn't be here anymore. And you start to appreciate your existence on this planet Earth itself. I personally experienced all the three. Although I know there are people who experienced way harder, way harsher hardships than I did. Being the naive and the sensitive person I am, all those three experiences I had was enough to make me realize all that. Although I was supporting Mr. Shatner's challenge of flying to space, and somehow sensing he is a very good guy, and that he was probably doing this thinking this would be his last mission of playing a main character in Star Trek. I think I was right, but I did not know this just 11 minutes experience into space is equivalent of near-death experience. I think his tears was the sign that he touched the truth. He was born again by experiencing the truth in his own eyes at the age of 90. The reason he said everybody should experience this means, being as generous as he is, he wanted everybody to know this experience of touching the truth while they are still alive. But what was most impressive to me of all those things Mr. Shatner said was he compared this Earth and space to life and death. This Earth, covered by very thin blue sheet. Once you go through it, suddenly it's complete darkness, which he automatically felt death. In many videos I am uploading, I am saying what is special about this planet Earth is this is the only planet where living beings exist. No wish and imagination cannot stand against this truth and fact. Some shallow people say there's gotta be some other planet where living beings like us exist. But that's all imagination, no truth. Maybe, but nobody has ever seen it. And this is the only confirmed planet where living beings can live, which is, as Mr. Shatner says, so small, like 35-hour plane flight. And the air covers so thin, which we have been messing with all those gases, man-made gases. And just one step outside of that blue, what exists is all death. This message was deepest and most impressive to me, in that it confirmed what I have been sensing naturally. And he actually saw it and experienced it. This planet Earth is the representation of life, one and only in the whole universe, and the rest is death. That's why he cried. I'm assuming he has thought about when he was gonna die, but I think he could learn part of the answer, the truth, the true happiness of living and existing on this planet Earth by this 11-minute space travel, comforting Mother Earth, and all the outside is completely dark death forever. And he's saying, I hope I never recover from this. I don't want to lose it. This so much larger truth than myself. The enormity and the quickness and the rudeness of life and death. You know, when you hit the truth, you don't want to go back to ignorant old you. Does this make sense to you? You learn something and you want to stay there, You don't want to go back there. It's not a material thing. It's perfectly spiritual state. You don't want to lose this spiritual state anymore because you feel this is it. You know? If you like this kind of important discussions to our lives, please click that yellow and green Good Luck Charm logo to share more of this together. I have learned this through 3 times of near-death experiences. All the 3 times I managed to survive. So I have this same understanding. But as I make it a rule to open my video by saying, I hope this video would help you to attain true happiness on this planet Earth. Mr. Shatner literally attained it. And what is great is all those material things people usually do not want to share with others. But the truth, when you know the truth, you feel like sharing it with others. This is the big difference. And I would like to conclude with my last value today. All those hustles and bustles, wars and conflicts, cancel cultures, blaming others, ugly competitions, lies, conspiracy theories, and so on. I know Mr. Shatner excelled all those worldly stuff and touched the truth beyond all that. And even those people who are involved in those things, like political arguments to try to pull your enemy down and so on, I know deep down in yourself you are sensing it's not right. Although you don't want to admit it, and you don't want to admit weak you cannot lie to yourself. Those who are absorbed into those worldly things, you may know it's not what you really want. And you break through all that, and you be at the stage that Mr. Shatner, you can never go back to that meaningless competitive lives which you cannot live without hurting others. Do you really want to end your life that way? Once you hit the truth, all those things that seemed important to you lose total sense to you. Our planet Earth is only living planet on this whole eternal dead universe. And also, truth is here. You are here in hustles and bustles to survive. But life ends, as Mr. Shatner said, so quick. Everybody must shift, must go through this stage to this stage if you really want to be happy when you die, which nobody can avoid. Get down with this and get here where Mr. Shatner touched. This is all I want to say. If you like this kind of discussions, please click that red Dr. Smiley logos. And up until next time, please think about today's important message by yourself. Wherever you are, my friend, on this small, only living planet in the whole dead universe, during the same miraculously short period of time. Okay, thank you very much. You have a wonderful day, okay?